Hello, my friends, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. I have this article here. It's the day before devs' new game accused of being an asset flip. For those of you who don't know, the day before is a game that came out not even a year ago now, but they ended up in quite a bit of trouble for being first bait and switch. It was supposed to be more of an open world zombie themed survival MMO, but instead, when it released, it turned out to be more of an extraction shooter, which was not what people were looking for. It had marketplace assets from the Unreal Engine, unlicensed assets, there were rumors of unpaid labor, and overall they were labeled a horrific scam. Just about everybody who bought it was very upset. It's one of those who make people kind of leery of the early access system in which, a dev releases a game for people to play early before it's completely done. Normally, if a dev is using it to the full potential, those people who have early access pay a little less for the game because they have to put up with, all the bugs and everything that they know are going to be there. And then as the game goes on, the devs get feedback from those players. Basically, it's like paying to be part of the beta team and get more input into the game than direct players would normally have. There's some argument that you shouldn't be paying to be in the beta, but honestly, I think both sides benefit since gamers then get games closer to what they want. The people who are willing to deal with the bugs and stuff pay substantially less for the game, and in the end, a good game is made, or hopefully is made. Knowing what they were doing before with the previous game, it's not at all surprising that the community would then be suspicious of any game that they come out with afterwards. And so just a few days ago, they're back again announcing a new game. Now it's called Escape Factory. And people doing what they do. They dug into the demo. And now data miners are alleging that they found code in Escape Factory's demo that's from a Unity demo code, that they are reusing assets and code in the ways they did similar to the day before, which of course nobody is particularly friendly about. And they're not doing a really good job of winning back people's trusts. So here we have Ocular Malice talking about the fact that Fntastic deleted his post from the Steam forums about the assets that they stuffed into their Escape Factory. Thankfully, he stashed a copy on the Wayback Machine. Here we have asset flips again. Here's the rundown of the assets used in the game that I can find so far. The core of the gaming network, lobby, and matchmaking is all Unity demo code. I would bet that you see a lot of reused code like that in a lot of things, but there does appear to be a lot of reused code in general. So you shouldn't be just stealing other people's coding for your stuff. Apparently it's in their network code base, Cat Studio Lava Map, the Shapes FX, third person controller, UniVFX, Fantasy Skybox Free, Pixel Skies Demo Background Pack, Final IK. Here is the game Escape Factory on Steam. Planned release date is to be announced. The way it's described is escape from the deadliest factories in the world with a party of 48 players. Experience multiplayer, co-op, and physics-based challenges. They have a Kickstarter. Get ready to put on your working hats. You play as life-weary workers trying to escape the vicious cycle of deadly factories from which there is no easy way out. Legend has it that only one great and mysterious individual has ever escaped. Team up with 48 players for pure multiplayer co-op physics-based fun challenges. And so here is some gameplay, basic system requirements. Of course, you can support on Kickstarters, join their Discord. Let's take a look at their Kickstarter. Apparently, they have already raised $11,459. Help Fntastic return. Once you helped us create Fntastic through Kickstarter. Today, we need your support to once again bring Fntastic back by funding our new game, Escape Factory. We sincerely apologize for everything that happened and are committed to making things right. We invite you to take a look at our plan, Fntastic 2.0, where we share how we'll fix our past mistakes and are preparing to return better. We truly hope for your support. So let's take a look at that. Cool. So they made a website. Now they want me to download the PDF plan. Not a huge fan of that, I'm not going to lie. All right, here we have Fntastic 2.0, the plan for recovery. Honesty. From now on, our development and marketing will be based on the principle of honesty. We commit to building trust within our community through direct and honest communication. We commit to openly communicating the challenges we face without concealing any details. All aspects of our marketing will remain clear, transparent, and free from embellishment. Transparency. We understand the mistakes and absence of past communications. We commit to ensuring transparency in development and openly providing honest and comprehensive information. We will actively engage with the community on our platforms, particularly Discord, to ensure everyone is informed and involved. We will provide regular development progress reports to keep the community updated at every stage of our work. Before the official release of any product, we will offer free, open betas for early testing to gather feedback and ensure the highest quality. Professionalism. We are transitioning from a volunteer-driven approach to one firmly rooted in professionalism. Okay, volunteer-driven and professionalism don't necessarily have to be two different things, but all right. Our objective is to gather industry professionals and specialists and improve our existing employees' skill. We will continuously raise all standards and practices, aspiring to become the company that earns your trust and admiration. There's strategic objectives through 2024 to 2025, active community engagement, transparency, a key objective commitment to delivering high-quality, innovative games, comprehensive testing and community feedback, expand professionalism. A professional development environment will be radically enhanced by attracting top talent, fostering ongoing internal discussions and debates, and improving our current working conditions while advancing the skills of existing employees. Optimal working conditions will be provided to maximize creativity and productivity. Okay. Enhance brand identity. The rebranding process will be complete to align Fntastic's idea with its new core values of honesty, transparency, and professionalism. Holy shit. Continuous improvements. All processes at Fntastic will undergo continuous improvements to ensure the community receives increasingly better products as a result. Brand rebuilding. Okay, apparently they're literally showing us, and it's awful. It looks horrible. We are introducing our new mission, and vision, which mark the next chapter for Fntastic. Our mission focuses on delivering high quality gaming experiences, combining innovation, creativity, integrity, and transparency. Our vision guides us towards becoming one of the most loved gaming companies in the world. Well, at least we know what they want, which appears to be love. That's a little weird. Okay. The plan for recovery. That's it. That's the whole document. So apparently their plan for recovery is to be honest, transparent, and professional. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm not holding out a lot of hope. Oh, look, there's frequently asked questions. What has changed since the closure, and why did you decide to return? After the closure, we reflected on our past mistakes and initiated significant internal changes to drive radical improvement. We've discontinued the practice of involving external volunteers and are now fully committed to a more professional approach. Honesty, transparency, and community engagement have become our top priorities. Having learned from our past mistakes, we've developed Fntastic 2.0, a plan for recovery. How do you plan to avoid past mistakes, and what specific steps have been taken to improve communication with the community? We're committed to honest marketing, actively engaging with the community through our Discord, releasing development progress reports, and conducting beta tests before the official launch. All of these steps are outlined in our Fntastic 2.0 plan and are aimed at strengthening trust and interaction with our community. Join our Discord to be a part of these changes. So far, I didn't really see anything that really said anything about what they were going to do, just that they were going to be honest, that they were going to be transparent, and that they were going to be professional, but not how they really planned to reach those goals. At least that's what I saw in those 7 pages. I don't know if maybe you saw something I didn't. Has the team at Fntastic changed? Our team has become smaller, but it still consists of the same people who created all of our previous games. Some team members are helping on a goodwill basis, some are juggling other jobs, and some are working only in the evenings. We all still love Fntastic and are hopeful for a successful return. What will the community gain from your return? Why should the community support your Kickstarter? A successful Kickstarter will allow us to release our new game, Escape Factory, and soon announce an innovative game in the prop hunt genre. Prop hunt is... I wonder how you really innovate that one. We have many exciting plans for future games, and you'll have the opportunity to be involved in the creation alongside us. We're asking for a second chance, and we believe with your support, we can create your future favorite games. What kind of support are you expecting from the community? Money, mostly. Oh, sorry. Let's see what they say. We're counting on your active support, especially for our new Escape Factory on Kickstarter. This is the crucial moment for our return. Any help is valuable to us, whether through participation on our social media or in our Discord. But they really want the money. What will happen if Escape Factory on Kickstarter doesn't reach its funding goal? If the Escape Factory Kickstarter campaign doesn't reach its funding goal, unfortunately, we won't be able to return. In that case, all funds raised will be fully refunded. We hope for your support and believe that together we can overcome this challenge. By giving us our money, we believe that you can help us to have your money. Yeah. What happened to Prop Night in the day before? And do you have any reflections on the day before unsuccessful launch? After the unsuccessful launch of the day before, we couldn't continue development due to financial losses, which led Fntastic to closure. We lost all legal rights to Prop Night in the day before. Over time, we've analyzed the factors that led to the day before's unsuccessful launch. These include overly ambitious goals on a low indie budget, a team without AAA tech experience, and embellishing marketing, which we deeply regret. We take full responsibility for what happened, and this experience has taught us a valuable lesson. As a reminder, we didn't accept pre-orders, and all sales of the day before have been fully refunded. Do you have any lawsuits right now? No, we do not. We're not in conflict with anyone and are ready to start from scratch. Who would you like to thank? Why would that be a thing? Okay. We want to express our deepest gratitude to everyone who stood by us after the closure, our team, all our partners who offered support, help, Mytona, our colleagues in the gaming industry, and our first publisher for the Wild 8, Hype Train Digital, for their support. We're also grateful to our former volunteers who wrote to us and to all the Prop Night fans who flooded us with messages asking us to return. Finally, to everyone who sent us words of support via email. Thank you. No, I'll be honest, I'm not getting a whole lot of honesty from this. I'm not feeling it. So there's a free demo, which I'm not going to bother playing with because, I don't know, I don't feel like screwing with it. Here's all the things, stretch launch. So 20K appears to be the base amount. And that's the game launch secured and Fntastic's return. Steam Deck verification, or the 50K is the Steam Deck version, 100K is the console version for PS5, and 150K, you get a free DLC plus 2 new locations, 200K Nintendo Switch, 250 unique. Each location has its own unique soundtrack. Wow, okay. 300K is another free DLC plus 2 new locations. 500K is a new mode. 700K is a creator mode, and then they go on. Just going to scroll down here a little bit. Smashtron. None of these really sound particularly. Sandworm, Secretarian, early concepts. There's the creatures and locations. There's music, languages. Yeah. So, well, let's take a look at what you get for $20. Get a digital copy of the game for PC along with an exclusive role on our community Discord server as a token of appreciation for your support. Additionally, your name will be featured on the supporters wall of our website. Too bad you don't get mentioned in the credits, right? We're not going to go through all these. But at this time, I've got to say, I wouldn't trust them. I personally wouldn't give them money. This doesn't look like it's not a game concept that's exciting me by any stretch of the imagination. We have so many games like this right now. All right, so apparently that those lines of code for the gaming network, lobby, and matchmaking is taken from a free Unity demo code that can be downloaded from GitHub and is intended for learning to create multiplayer games, not to launch products. So it is actually a learning tool. Okay, that's something I didn't know before. You shouldn't be using learning tools to launch your games, especially since they're not usually built well for that. There's going to be all sorts of security issues. I bet you money. Apparently, a number of the assets from the game are not actually being made by the developer, which developers trying to say they're being open and honest about it. Instead of banning this guy from the forums, maybe they should have been more honest about why this happened, you know? So like if that stuff is just in place until you get it done, I can understand that. But say it. Don't just ban people and assume that people are going to be cool, especially when you already have a bad reputation because your last game was a bait and switch full of, again, pre-rendered, pre-made assets that you took from other places and just popped into a game. It's one of the problems with game developing right now is how many assets are really easy out there to use. We faced the same kind of problem in Dustborn, that game that crashed and burned so hard on its own as well. Supposedly entirely ripped off. Set pieces of it were entirely ripped off from the Grand Theft Auto. They completely copied an apartment, hotel room, a couple other things. And the developers of that just really didn't give a shit. They actually laughed at people when they brought it up. So you have something like this. These people who are taking advantage of others and just abusing them. And then you have something like this. This is Pennyblood. This is a Kickstarter project from Studio Wild Rose. Now, this studio probably doesn't mean anything to anybody. They put it together because the person who made this game had already made a game in the past called Shadow Hearts. And Shadow Hearts is a fantastic game. This game and another game called Armed Fantasia did a Kickstarter together. And both of these devs have made games before. Pennyblood, like I said, is the previous developer for Shadow Hearts. Armed Fantasia is the previous developer of Wild Arms. And they both wanted to do these games that are spiritual successors to those previous games. Love letter to games they played and the people who loved these games. And I am one of the people who loved Shadow Hearts. I also really liked Wild Arms, but I loved Shadow Hearts. And they completely smashed through their funding goals. They got all the way to the end, all of them. But as of July of this year, they haven't been able to find a publisher, which boggles my mind. They made 379,328,385 yen. I wonder how much that is in dollars. Let's find out. Sounds like a lot in yen, but I know it'll be less in dollars. That's still $2,668,395. So they managed to crowdfund over $2.5 million, and they can't find a publisher. To me, that is insane. It is my deepest desire that both of these games find a publisher just so that I could play it. I wish I'd been able to back the Kickstarter because some of the stuff they have in this is so cool. But, you know, I did not have the money at the time that it was going. But I think this game will be amazing. The introduction, embark on a dark investigation world through the iconic Roaring Twenties, amass allies, confronting traumas in a world twisted by cosmic horror, malice, and mayhem. Choose wisely and train your trigger finger with the Psycho Sigil battle system, which pairs classic JRPG turn-based battles with an intense real-time action. Pennyblood promises to sink its claws into you as it revives the darker side of Japanese RPGs with direction from Matsuzo Machida, character designs by Miyako Kato, and music and sound composed by Yoshitaka Hirota and Akari Kiyada. This game makes me excited. I mean, this game, I would love to play this game so bad. But someday, I sincerely hope that they do get published. While they are trying to find a publisher for Pennyblood, the main game, they have released a smaller game, kind of a roguelike, I believe. Pennyblood HellBound. It says, unleash the hounds from hell and fight your way free of this otherworldly prison in a roguelike adventure that explores the world of Pennyblood's darker side. Can you find the distinction between good and evil? And, you know, these are the types of games most people I hear claim, well, not most people. This has things that I know most people are interested in. Sexy designs, interesting characters. For me, the darker tone of the games is amazing. Got a total of 34 positive reviews. I really should buy and download this for myself. I just haven't yet. But hopefully if I keep talking about it occasionally, it'll become wildly popular and then I can have the games I want. Maybe. Someday. All that said, guys, do you think Fntastic games are coming back to be honest, transparent, and professional? Or do you think they're trying to just trick a bunch of people out of more money? The fact that they have $11,000 already fundraised astounds me. I do not understand how people could trust them, especially not since they're already out here blocking people instead of trying to explain themselves. There are explanations for these things, and if you're not even going to try, I'm definitely not going to trust you. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you really liked it, you can feel free to share it around, and I will catch you later.